Pop up with Jacob. Big ups yourself if you're here already. Big ups yourself if you're here on demand or on playback, whatever. A little late to the start. I kicked things off, get things started over there with Will Stewart on Will Stewart THFC rants. That's where I came from. That's why there was maybe a few minutes of buffer. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. How are we feeling? I'm about to put this link in the chat. Let me put that in there first before I keep going. Just in case any of y'all want to join in. We got some people coming over. They will be here shortly. A little out of breath. I apologize. Trying to get this. This is a very late random pop-up. This is a very late pop-up with Jacob. So if you popped up tonight, appreciate you. This is actually the second video on Twitch. So what's up, Twitch? I'm trying that Twitch thing out. I don't think anyone follows me over there, but big up yourself if you find me. You find United Spurs of America on your Twitch feed. That's pretty cool too. What's up, Alexander Hilton? Think we'll be joined a little bit later. Nicholas Collison. I think he's on his honeymoon from the Maldives. Anyway, maybe he can help me pronounce it. Jason Groves. Is it Maldives or Maldives?
I normally call it Maldives.
Okay.
Actually, Maldives.
Maldives. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I'm not saying I'm correct in that, but that's what I say. Maldives.
Maldives. I'll take it. You know, Jason, when you speak, I tend to side with whatever you're saying. If I'm on the fence, you speaking, will typically push me over the edge. So
I'll be honest, Jacob. Therein lies trouble.
Trouble can be good, man. Trouble can be very good. Thank you for popping up with Jacob tonight, Jason. How are you doing? How are you feeling after that game? I'm still buzzing, not just from the drinks I've had, but because of that result as well.
I felt a lot better at the end of the game than I did at half time. But
yeah.
Shit,
what was the score at halftime?
It was like 2-2, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, See, this is how unprepared I am for this show. I didn't even have it pulled up. Halftime was 2-2. You're right. James Madison scored in 41st minute.
Yeah,
and they almost actually went up right there before half.
And you can't be mad with all right. I could be mad that the ball got to Madison, but I can't be mad at Madison's goal. That was a beautiful strike of the ball.
He was looking pretty dangerous. He was dangerous.
He was their best player.
Steak.
We got Steak. We got Eugene in the house. Normally I play the intro, but we're all coming over. This is technically the after party. What's up, Cubes?
It's
normally Batman. We're having a little after party here, United Spurs of America. Hope you're hanging out. Hope you're having a good time. Is it Maldives or Maldives, everybody? I'm trying to figure that out.
Maldives.
All right, Maldives. Jason Grove said Maldives as well. Maldives from Eugene. Cubes, where you at?
Where am I at?
Maldives or Maldives? Where are you at with that pronunciation? Maldives. Okay, so Maldives, I think that's where Nicholas Collison Barry Ranjit is. So big ups. Congratulations on the wedding. Cubes. Everyone was popping off. I was like, I better get things kicked off on that channel. I hear more people popping up. Oh, just speaking of them. Maldives or Maldives? Hold on, I'm full screening you, buddy.
Hey,
What's cracking?
Show your We can't hear
you. Yeah, we can't hear you, buddy.
There's water in the phone. The phone's wet.
The phone must be wet. We don't hear.
Oh, yeah. The phone's wet.
Yeah, the phone must be wet. I don't know if you can hear us. He's talking.
He
looks good. He looks good.
Yeah.
He saluted.
Point at your earphones and be like, no sound.
No sound, buddy. You leave it. Hey, if you can hear me, can you? Oh, well, congratulations. There he goes. He's on his honeymoon and it's sunny. He's on the beach. Yeah. He's wet. I've been wet all day, technically.
By the way.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Intaj? Maldives. Jacob, lightweight. Guys, am I a lightweight because I only drink once every 16 months?
No, I don't drink alcohol at all.
You're a sensible person.
The thing is, like, there's certain substances that agree with you and certain substances that do not. And throughout my life, alcohol has been a problematic substance for me. I'm a loving person, but for some reason when I drink, I'm just like, who wants to fight? And then we can hug. But like,
Sounds good.
I want to fight first, you know? And that's just not that's just not fun. That's not conducive to friendships.
Do that on stream.
Steak, the reason I bring it up is because my in-laws came over for dinner tonight. My wife and I are pretty much recluses at this point in our life for a bunch of different reasons. But we had the in-laws over for dinner tonight, and I was drinking Maker's Mark all night. So shout out Wikipedia.
Oh, that is a fantastic drop.
That's how much I got left right now.
That is a fantastic bourbon, Maker's Mark.
Yeah, and
like
it's not that expensive. It's the quality for the price is I like it.
I mean, it ain't that cheap either. Unless you get it cheaper there, in which case send me a bottle. I'll give you my address.
It's like $25 a bottle. I think 25 bucks.
Christ, it's like $50 odd over here in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, send me a bottle.
Hey,
Sure
I got you.
I'll give you the money.
I got you, buddy. I got you. I'll send you first one on the house. Just cause I love you, Jason. I got a little bit of a burp there.
I can't believe it's that reasonably priced over there.
For like, I mean,
because it's a quality.
I'll take a break here in a second, and I'll go grab the empty bottles because we polished off 2 bottles, my father-in-law and I, and we were just chatting up. I was telling him about you guys, everyone on the YouTube community who I love and who tunes in and chimes in with me. He thought it was crazy that 8 different people would join me on a pop-up show and just chat shit. He thought that was prolific and that was crazy. So shout out him. He's the intro music, the background music that you listen to, that is him. He made that music for me. He's actually gonna be sending me some more music, but
Is that every data?
I'll bring you the bottle that is I'll bring you the bottle that we've been polishing.
Before you leave, so you've done a bottle of Maker's Mark on your own, basically.
Well, mine had half, and he had a bottle. He brought his bottle, and I had like half in mine because it had been sitting there for like a year. Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, you're way soberer than I would be if I drank half a bottle of Maker's Mark.
The key. No, I'm pretty smashed. I took my dog for a walk.
You drink a lot of water.
I drink a lot of water.
Well, that's the only way to avoid a hangover, really, because you stay
Exactly. Man, I'll show you the bottle, but it's like $25. I think maybe 30 at like the liquor store that's on the state line, just because it's there on the state line. They're like open Sundays and stuff. Big up David. David big up me when he was on Will Stream. He's here. Appreciate you tuning on in. If you're here, you never been here, hit that like, hit that subscribe, pretty please. We do fun stuff over here. We have a good time. When it's transfer window, it's pretty much a Dama watch all 24/7. I don't sleep right technically when it's the transfer window because I just wake up and I'm hoping to see, here we go, Adama Traore wearing the lily white.
You just see pictures of him.
And Taj calling out Barry.
Well,
he's on his honeymoon and he's talking about
Spurs. It would look like Will squeezed into his large, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
It was only on for like 5 minutes. It's not going to ruin all of his honeymoon, is it?
Yeah. Well, I know we only have some people for so long, so I'm gonna pass it around, a little bit of Spurs topic. We can keep going on whatever topic we end up discussing this evening. But Cubes is in the house. I know, Cubes, you've been a busy person today, not only tuning in to our favorite player, Heung Daddy, and the things he did today, which I'm not upset. I'm a little sad that you're gonna miss, because I've been drinking, so I'm gonna go into a little bit of an emotional rant in a little while. I'm gonna save it a little bit later in the show, but it's gonna be an emotional rant about Heung-Min Son and just me personally, kind of how I felt and what he means to me. So
well, I'll be trying to tune in. I just can't. stay for that long. I've been streaming for like 7 hours.
I hope I don't stream that long. I'm a little too drunk. I drank a little too much to go that
What am I
long.
doing with my life? Like I was like on In the Wall and then Will's like the entirety of the time too.
Oh, you
so,
were on In the Wall today? Shout out Bob Spur.
Yeah. So
Wikipedia. I'm sipping on some Maker's Mark. It's a little watered down from the ice I had, but I was pouring about 3 fingers with 4 cubes of ice. So judge me on that. I only drink, again, I don't drink often, but I did tonight. He fucked up his phone, make Will replace it. I fucked up my phone too. Actually, I screamed really loud at Heung-min Son's first goal. I screamed so very loud. My son was trying to go down for his nap at that time, which I've warned him that's a dangerous time to go to sleep, because if Tottenham's playing, you're trying to go to sleep. I can't guarantee what
You're
can happen.
fucked.
You're fucked. Yeah.
I wish I had
You
gone.
can be thrown out the window.
So
Gah!
we have our local like SF Spurs.
Hey,
Spurs.
Abdul. The link's in the chat if you do want to join, Abdul. I know it might be late for you. Sorry, Cubes. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like 6 in the morning. Yeah.
Our SF supporters club, we meet up at this like pub that's in the city and stuff, and I was like, oh, you know, I really want to go, but then I'm kind of like have plans with a friend and everything, and I just assumed, okay, we're gonna play like shit. I was like, we might win. I think we're gonna win, but we're gonna play like shit, so it's not gonna matter anyway. Like, and I already also assumed, like, I was like, I didn't assume, but I kind of like had a feeling. I was like, I think he's going to rotate Son. I don't think he's going to start Son. I kind of already like knew that too. So I was like, whatever, I'm not going to watch the game. And then it was like, I couldn't help myself. Like, as I was like waiting for my friend between things or whatever, I'm like watching the game. And then like, and I'm just like, damn it. I was like, I wish I had gone to the pub and like watched it. Like this Irish pub or whatever. I was like, I wish I had gone to the Irish pub. Big up Danny Coyles. That's what the pub's called. That SF Supporters Club eats up at. And I was like, and it would have been buzzing with those goals.
Oh, it would have been a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm like,
I was there, so.
sad that I didn't go. But
Well, Cubes, I know you've had a long day, but there's something I want to talk to you specifically about.
What's up?
Heung-min Son, oh my God. Heung-min Daddy,
It's not
dear
enough-
Lord.
enough,
What did you vote in the poll? This is an anonymous poll. I need to know what you voted. We've
What
got
do you-
19 votes and 9 likes. Come on, y'all. 10 of y'all need to hit that like. But what'd you vote, Cubes?
What do you think I voted? And then I'll tell you.
You've always been my father.
Yeah, you
That's my
did.
guess.
Yeah. You
The last
actually,
one.
every time you like you have a poll and I vote in it, you always guess what I voted. Like you're always like right on the money with it.
Cubes, if you see this right now, this is why.
I
Because
know.
I see you.
We got
I
it.
see
We
you.
know.
You see me, I see you.
Yeah.
This is my wife is always like, why are you sending so many Heung-min Son pictures to people? And it's like, really, first I send them to Mike, and then Michael, the other half of this podcast.
Do you know what we need?
And Cubes, you're next. You're next on that list. I send you the other ones.
Do you know
Yeah.
what we need is a song Bible for Jacob. Just like all the pictures of all songs, goals.
The problem is all the pages
my
would be
book.
stuck together after about 2
Yeah.
weeks.
Exactly, that's the point.
Eugen, I see you. Got your attention.
He was like,
No.
ooh.
Quick, a car.
But
It's like,
in all
I can identify with that.
In all seriousness,
like-
Cubes, I do want to ask you a football question specifically because I do know you want to get off here real quick. But so Heung-min Son, we all kind of like you and me. We've been fighting tooth and nail. You don't drop Son, you don't, etc. And you just mentioned that you kind of felt like this would be the game where he's probably going to get rotated because Conte alluded to as much, especially in regards to Emerson Royale before the match. So I kind of was like you. Before the game, I was like, I feel like Sonny's going to get rotated. And I didn't want it to be true, but I was like, you know what? If that does, I hope it is for the best. And it's like the best possible outcome, a fucking hat trick off the bench. Like, not just a goal, a fucking hat trick off the bench. So I want to ask you, like, how much does that mean to you? And then how much do you think it fucking means to him?
Yeah, so this is gonna sound so corny, but I actually had a dream about this.
Oh, that's not corny at all.
Yeah, it's so crazy, but like, you know,
goodness.
like when you're like waking up in the morning and you just sort of like remember kind of like your most recent sort of like half awake like game or whatever, right? I actually had a dream that he was not starting, like he was on the bench and he came off the bench and just started like scoring goals. Like I didn't know like how many, but like I had like a visual, like which goes to show you how.
Were they like the same, or
What's that?
were they the same like area?
Yeah. So I was like, I kind of had a dream about it, so it was kind of weird. Because the moment I like woke up, I was like, oh, I definitely know he's gonna be like not starting. I just have this feeling. So then. But then after he did, I was like waiting for my friend and stuff. And then I was like late because I was like, right when I was like, oh, I'm going to go. I was like watching the game and I was like, oh, I'm going to go. And then I was like, he came on like right when I was like, okay, I'm probably got to like take off right now. And then and I was like, all right, well, it's fine. He's going to come on. It's no big deal, whatever. And then I was walking out the door and then he started scoring. And then I was like, what the I was like, all right, I'm gonna sit my ass down, just watch this really quick, and it was crazy. And I was the biggest thing actually was I was so happy for the response he got. So when he scored his first goal, how the crowd just like completely erupted, and his like teammates, like everybody just kind of like encircled him, like how much he was like embraced by everybody else was, I think, like what kind of like touched me. And then what a baller he was. Like he was such a badass. He basically didn't even smile, which I know we will all want to see Sonny smile, but I actually think it was pretty cool that he like didn't smile for the first couple of goals. He was just like, fuck this.
He didn't seem like he cared at all.
He was like, fuck this. Don't you ever do this to me again. Like he was like in that mode until like, it wasn't until like after the game was over that he like finally like started to smile and stuff. But I don't know. I was angry Son a little bit. He was like a badass. He was like, fuck you guys, never do this to me again. So
yeah. Well, Cubes, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. Everyone's welcome to stay as long as they want.
I'm gonna hop off listening in the background.
Okay.
So feel free to rant your heart out. My fellow Sonny.
I wanted to know that you hear it. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, my fellow Sonny sexual. So
that is correct.
The only thing is, I didn't see enough shirtless Sonny on the stream as far as the only thing. But otherwise, solid.
That's always something that we can work to change and be better at here on United Spurs of America. That's something.
Yeah, you have a really good reason for it because. But
I mean, this is a photo that was either going to haunt him until he scored, or now it's just going to bolster and solidify what he's done.
I think it haunted him, really.
No, it doesn't. There's no way, man. That's not a haunting photo.
It needs more skin showing.
You got to be team nipples for that, buddy.
Anyways,
how about team without pants on?
Big ups, Cubes. Thank you for popping up. That's the beauty about this. You can pop up for a short time. You can pop up for a long time. I hope you pop up the whole time. I'm definitely popped up. But thank you, Cubes. Cheers. I didn't realize that.
All right, my turn.
Yes, real quick, I just want to read this comment from Rob Patterson. Says, thank you, Jacob. Finding you has made the world better. Rob Patterson, you being here has made my world better, buddy. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good. One of us. That's right. We're a ragtag bunch of rascals around here, Eugene, but the floor is yours, my friend. You're in the car. I need to hear what you got to say before you reach your destination.
I'm going to reach my destination soon. Because to tell the truth, right, it was wonderful, right? Sonny scoring the hat trick. When the first goal went in, I was like jumping up and down, right? I said, yes. Suckers, eat it, right? So, but I could see more was coming. honestly. More was coming from Sonny, and the way that the defense of Leicester just crumbled like that. So
Yeah, they are just poor.
yeah, they was outright poor. And based on the overall game, to tell the truth, right, it's not to say that we were bang average or anything like that, but we were playing against a team that was really weak. I'm not sure whether it's mentally weak, physically weak, or everything's weak about them. But the first half, they did trouble us because when I saw the lineup with Sanchez and the switch up that what
Yeah,
Conte
Sanchez.
Sessegnon.
yeah, and that really quite bothered me a bit because
At least for Emerson.
yeah. So it does show that our defense at the moment, right, has got no depth. Right, we don't have a proper,
We do, but they're not good enough.
No, there's no depth. When they're not good enough, there's no depth. Right, so that's my worry. I really do hope that because in the end of the day, maybe Conte will have to change his tactics to something like a 3-5-2 because with Bissouma, Højbjerg, and to tell the truth, right, Højbjerg lost the ball a lot of times. It's just that, Leicester couldn't capitalize on it. Somehow or another, I mean, like Jason was saying, the goal that Maddison scored, right, was actually sublime because he just took the ball and just whipped
Yeah,
it.
he just volleyed it.
Yeah, he just volleyed it
Out
and
the
it went in.
box.
Yeah.
Smashed
And
it.
during the first half, I was worried because we were only scoring through set pieces. And I was
Corners.
going,
Because
Yeah,
how
I mean,
bad
that
their
piece is
keeper
corner.
is.
yeah.
Hey, he had a
to tell the
couple
truth,
good
the
saves
keeper really
actually. To
One.
his
He
credit.
had one good
Okay,
save.
one. You're right. One. Hugo Daddy is the only daddy I recognize. Sorry. Go ahead, Eugene.
But what I'm saying is that I'm still quite concerned. I mean, to tell you the truth, we have improved from last season, but only slightly. That's all. Only slightly. Not to the extent where we are going to be title challengers and all that right now.
We're
I think in
winning
the
it.
long run. But we're gonna win the quad, right? So, but
Yeah,
in the long
easily.
run, in the long run, let's hope maybe there'll be change. I mean, there'll be more signings coming in January to help Conte achieve what he's looking to achieve. But honestly, Leicester, I don't know what to say about Leicester anymore because I don't think they are there anymore, right? I think somehow or another maybe they've gone into Plan B. I remember I was putting in some chats or something, right? Maybe Leicester plan now is to maybe the owners need money. They need to drop back down a division, collect their parachute payments, right? Get about £100 million, then fight their way back up again. Then they'll have money to buy players. That's how I see it. That's maybe what's happening.
I think they need to sell players in the next window. Like get rid of the players who don't want to be there, and then sack the manager and try and use some of your youth players to somehow fix the situation.
What I heard from some Leicester fans is state that they can't even afford to sack the manager.
Yeah, no, that's why they have to wait until next
If you
transfer
sack the manager, right, you're gonna pay him his compensation package. They can't even afford to do that. That's the problem. So that's
like how bad is your situation when you can't sack a manager? Like,
no, they're really bad because honestly, I think they focus a lot of their money onto the infrastructure, right? About £100 million or £150 million in the infrastructure, and because King Power, right, is basically the owners of Leicester are they're called King Power because I'm from Southeast Asia.
Yeah, no, they're their own sponsor as well.
Yeah, ripped to his dad. I remember that story. That's sad.
Yeah, you know why? Because what's happened is because don't forget COVID. Predominantly of their business comes from duty-free business. Yeah, from duty-free business, right? So COVID has really affected them this past 2 years. So cash-wise, they don't have the money to actually generate out from the country to pump it back in. So that's what's happening to them. So that's why I see they're quite tight at the moment. So, like I say, maybe January transfer window they have to sell Maddison, Tielemans, right? A couple more of their stars to generate funds for Rodgers to buy players and all that. But at the moment, don't forget, right? We are heading to the international break, and what usually does the international break does to Spurs? It breaks
injuries.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but we don't have Celso and whoever the other one was, Aurea and Sanchez, I think it was.
There was a point that was made on our Friday stream. I can't remember who made the point, but the thing that worries me about the international break is you look at our key players to our squad. Those are the same key players for their respective national teams. Like Sonny with Korea, Kane with England, Hugo with France. Højbjerg for Denmark, Romero for Argentina. I know he's not captain because Messi, but
Sanchez for Colombia.
Sanchez with Colombia.
He is.
He does, yeah.
I know.
He's a brick
Yeah,
house
he
for
plays
them.
pretty well. Yeah, he turns up for Colombia.
He's a physical specimen. People forget how physically dominant this man can be.
He doesn't have
just
a brain,
does
though.
stupid shit like he did in the first half. And Hugo Daddy saved that first one. I know they want to make the replay look like his foot wasn't on the line, but get the fuck out. His foot wasn't on the line. He's safe. Bro, one-on-one, if your heel is a centimeter off the line, I'm on the goalkeepers union. I played goalkeeper primarily.
I play goal whenever it's like pen, because I could just save them. I don't know why.
My favorite part about goalkeeping, honestly, is when I play indoor soccer, and when you come into the little the goalie circle in soccer, in indoor soccer, you're allowed to drop your shoulder as a goalie. So that was my favorite part. I enjoyed that the most. Fucking putting the hit stick on someone.
I like to like dive around and just like.
So now for me, my worry is the international break, and of course after the international break, we're gonna play Arsenal. So that's more or less my biggest worry at the moment. But guys, I've reached my destination. Thanks for having me on, Jacob. I'll catch up you guys later.
It's like Emerson. It's
Eugene,
like
thank
Emerson.
you so much, Eugene, for joining.
Yeah, gotta go to work.
It's just like Emerson reaches his destination. It's the halfway line.
Eugene, do you want to plug your channel real quick? Hold on, let me put this. Let me put this comment away so they can see your.
Spurs Nation TV, right? YouTube. You like the shows that I do a lot of mixture. Right? Like most probably the international break coming up this Wednesday, I'll do a show with other clubs to have a review of what's happened first few games that's happened in the first. With all the postponements, it should be an 8-game thing, but now it's been a 7-game thing or 6-game thing or whatever it is. So let's see how that goes, right? And guys, thanks for having me on. I'll catch up with you later.
Big up,
for England.
Right? And don't forget to like and subscribe. United Spurs of America, right?
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. Take care, Jason. Take care, Steak.
Everyone loves you.
Steak.
Bye-bye.
I starred a couple of these comments. See, that's how you know the drink's getting to me. I'm really messing up my words here. David, big up yourself, my friend.
When will he be taking off his shirt? Like what part of the stream?
There's no more Maker's Mark, so if we have more Makers, I'd probably maybe in an hour I'd take it off for sure.
Okay.
Someone
deliver him a Maker's Mark.
Yeah. I don't think it works as fast as in the UK. In the UK, a buddy ordered some drinks, and they showed up in like 5 minutes. It would take that shit wouldn't get here till tomorrow morning for me. But David says in his interview with Korean media about Son, he said he didn't celebrate the first goal because he was just so relieved. Said that he just stood there feeling the weight off of his shoulders. I mean, he had the beautiful kick on the right foot. I mean, it was. If you watch the ground level replay, anytime ball goes above the top goalpost and comes down and curls under, like that's a beautiful fucking cock. That's a cock rocket, my friend, and it's beautiful to see. The second one. Say that again, Jason.
You can't save that. That's going in.
As a goalkeeper, I hate that.
Went over the head. Went over the head.
The second one though on his left foot was even equally, if not more impressive than the first one.
Top corner, beat 2 people, just smacked in. Yeah,
I wish I had like video rights on this YouTube channel to like play those goals.
That's why you do this on Twitch, because I think like if like BT or someone like that have channel, I think you're allowed to play it.
That's interesting. I am on live on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, we are live on Twitch. Pick up yourself. I looked just a second ago. There's 0 people viewing, so we're doing big things over there on Twitch.
Amazing. You are massive.
IVX Romans says, to be fair, I started this because this was something else I wanted to talk about. I want to get y'all's opinion. It says Romero needed rotating because he's been a step off pace since coming back from injury. He looked better today. Wikipedia replied, Romero definitely needed a rest. He was just under the impression that Sanchez has gotten rid of those kinds of errors. He performed well at the end of last season. I want to know, Jason, have you been concerned about Romero since he's come back from injury? When he comes back from injury, he shows a little bit of a...
it's literally one game, and he didn't even do much in the second half.
It's 2 games, actually. Like, he hasn't...
Well, no, I'm not counting Sporting because he had the knock during that game. Like before he had the knock, he was on a clean sheet. So
well, I don't care about the clean sheet. Like before the knock, he still wasn't up to pace.
Well,
like,
clean sheet.
Yeah, but he ain't the only person. Like, if the team gets a clean sheet, that ain't down to Romero, is it?
Well,
I'm sorry, that's down to the team. As
Emerson.
far as Romero is, he's definitely been. Look, the dude's a pit bull. Like, his whole game is getting in there early and nicking the ball off the dude.
What did he do when he came in as a sub? First thing he did.
Right. So, and I was like, oh, we got our Romero back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, there's a bit more snap. Like, there was just a bit more snap, a bit more zest to him. And he was definitely lacking that the last 2 games.
Yeah. I see, for me, Alex, I'm going to ask you, but for me, I think it's hard for me to pick holes in what Romero's done, but that Sporting game, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, but everyone was like that in that game.
Yeah, that's fair. You could say that everyone in the entire squad was very highly questionable.
Especially Emerson, who's down his own side.
It was, bro, Perisic on the right wasn't great, but dear God, they love giving us space on that fucking right side. Because I feel like they planned for Emerson because they gave us so much space on the right.
Well, they knew he wouldn't do fuck all with the ball.
That's what every team gives him so much space because they know he's going to kick it into the stands.
Do you know whenever he kicks into the stands, how we just tell him to shoot from the halfway line, so maybe there's a chance to put it into the net. So he's got so used to it, so he can just score from the
take it
circle.
off. Take it off.
Lube yourself. Lube.
I explained for roughly 45 minutes today to my father-in-law about the Adama Traore. I taught him about Adama Traore. I showed him pictures. I was teaching him about the baby oil. I was telling him everything that they...
Oh, no. That conversation.
Was he what?
Was he impressed with that conversation?
No, he was more like, how is this massive black dude a Spaniard? He didn't understand that. And then so I had to explain that what these countries in Europe do, what they like to do is go to Africa, take the children, bring them and play them in the academy, cap them for their national team, Italy, Spain, France, you name it, England, etc. And Adama Traore is one of the kids that got scooped up and played for Barcelona's academy. And so once he capped with their U19s enough, then he became Spanish international, even though he's an African.
Where was he from?
I believe it was Mali. Same thing as Basuma. I could be wrong. Definitely could be wrong. There's so many countries in Africa I'm uneducated about. But I want to say it was one of the flags that was like the red, yellow, and green. But I know a lot of them are. So
yeah, Mali.
That doesn't... I know Mali, and then there's another one. There's another one it's like that, but there's a star. I don't know. I'm sorry. I suck at identifying flags. But anyway, so we got into the whole discussion about like how countries do that, and so that's fun. Then we led into colonialization. So this is why I don't drink Wikipedia, because my conversations, they go all over the place. But again, I didn't hear you. You didn't comment and tell me what you thought. Or actually, you did. You're right. You did comment about Maker's Mark. So sorry about that, Wikipedia. You did tell me. Rob Patterson, you need to show Sonny's goals on Pornhub. That is correct. That's the only place it's legal, I think, at this point. Or you gotta sign up for Spurs Play, something like that.
I think it's legal. I just don't think they care.
I don't know if the bots are looking at that. Philly. What's up, Philly from Will Stewart, THFC Rams. I seen you over there. Thanks for tuning in. Says Romero's been injury prone since he got here. He's had a few injuries. I don't know about injury prone.
He had that one. He had that one very long one when he first joined.
Yeah, that questionably long one, but also the same time when
it was meant to be like a week or two, and it turns like
yeah,
half a season.
Is that the one he got on international duty?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
I think it was.
It was after the Chelsea game.
Yeah, but he had a knock before that from international duty, and the Chelsea game just compounded it.
I don't remember.
Oh, man, I don't remember exactly.
No, I'm talking about last season.
I'm trying to remember too, because I feel like.
Is that a start?
Or he was injured and then he went to Argentina anyway, even though he was injured.
Yeah. He went to Argentina even though he was injured.
And we were all like, "What the hell? You've been out for an hamstring injury." I think that, he got injured.
I think he was out.
He got there because of COVID.
He got the call up and then he went over there to play, even though he hadn't played for us or something like that.
Yeah, no, and I was stuck there because of COVID reasons. Even though it's illegal. And then they got stuck in an island.
Yeah, they got stuck because they weren't supposed to come to the island.
Well, it was him and Sanchez, wasn't it?
No, it was him and Lo Celso.
Him and Lo Celso.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't Sanchez with him. Because he was another one that had to.
Yeah, probably, but no.
You might be right because he's a South American that wasn't supposed to go, I believe.
I don't remember Sanchez going.
A wonderful Sunday morning to my yids across the pond, says Kelvin Fletcher. Sonny is back. Anyone who doubts him again, back in your bed. Big up, Jacob. Big up, Kelvin. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning to you. It's late at night. I did a pop-up so late. I've been drinking, so I apologize if I seem uncouth.
He drinks the Mark. He watches the Dharma.
I don't drink often, but when I do, I do a podcast later, and I try to have some fun with it.
Whose face is that in the corner? Like,
whose face?
Yeah, that one.
You should know him. He scored the game winner against England in a Euro qualifier for the Czech Republic. No. Any guesses? He played for FC Dallas. He played for FK Victoria, whatever that Pilsen. You know the Pilsen, the people who got stomped by Barcelona?
Yeah.
He played for them. He doesn't play for them anymore, but he did. Any guesses? Jason, you got any guess who this is?
I got nothing. He looks a bit like Gaza, but that's just...
His name is Zdeněk Ondrasek.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I keep him there. He's a really cool dude. They call him the Cobra. He has this big ass cobra tattoo on his back. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met, but he's also one of the most intimidating people when you see him. So he's kind of fun. He's a cool dude. Wikipedia, when you don't drink, conversation goes straight to Adama usually. Yeah, see, the drink's postponed, but again, what is it? Drunk thoughts speak sober's mind or something like that? A drunk's mouth is a sober's brain or some shit like that. Anyone ever heard that phrase?
No, I think that phrase makes you drunk.
Cheers. Salud. Llamas. See, I don't drink because that tasted gross. Like, I want something tasting good. That didn't taste good. That tasted like... I don't know.
How about just chug it all at once?
I'll read this comment and then I'll do that. Just to give myself a little bit of a break. England fans are very poor with the national football team. We all still stuck in the Sven years. I don't know what that is. What are the
manager?
And he was a manager.
Sven?
Yeah, who we got instead of Poch, who's linked with us. Before Poch as his replacement.
Uh,
All right. Well,
I think it was ABB.
England fans.
To be honest, I'm not stuck in the Sven years at all. I'm going back further. We haven't had a pomp.
I don't know. I don't know who Sven is. I've never paid much attention to the English national team.
They got
Just
like
to get it
semis
clear,
or
he
quarters.
didn't win fuck all.
Yeah.
So there's that. So
Okay,
I don't know
so-
what there was to get excited about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think in the Euros when England kind of bumbled and fumbled, I think that that put a lot of people upset. But then the women won it, right? The women won the Euros.
They sure did.
And here in America, the women are far more successful on the football field than the men.
So are they in Britain now.
It's interesting, huh? And everyone want to hate the Americans for it, but you know, our women have won the World Cup, I think 4 times. The past 4, they've won the Olympics 3 times, I think, 3 golds.
Don't watch the Olympics.
Really, you don't watch the Olympics?
No, unless it's like something football related, like what Gill did, and getting like the bronze medal wherever he got.
Oh my God, Brian Hill, that guy. Rob Patterson says, "No offense, guys, but I want Wales in the U.S. to qualify." This is my prediction that Wales in the
Hey,
U.S. will
you're
qualify.
not qualifying with what was it, Danny Ward in goal? Sorry,
Who?
the Leicester goalkeeper
Who's he the keeper for?
for Wales.
Oh, I thought you were talking about U.S. I was like, bro, we got Zach Steffen. Come on.
Yeah, you
Well,
got
the one
Danny
who done the
Ward
Cruyff turn, and
You got the great Ben Davis in front of him, keeping him safe.
Mal Davies. Yeah,
Joe Roden next to that guy.
Welsh Mafia.
Wales are going all the way. Anyway,
Well-
Rob.
Hey.
Rob, you are more than entitled to your opinion, and it doesn't offend me in the slightest.
Gareth
doesn't
Bale,
offend me
even though he's
because-
finished.
I'm with Rob. U.S. gonna finish atop that
Nah,
group. Wales is gonna sneak in off of Gareth Bale's left foot because he's that class.
You honestly think the US are going to finish top of that group?
I don't feel it, buddy. There's just anytime I think otherwise, there's a bald eagle in the corner of my room going, "Paka! Paka!" And I just,
enough.
I can sit here and be like, oh, US ain't shit, bro. That fucking eagle beat my ass. So, you know
There's
what?
nothing wrong with being nationalistic.
It makes me feel patriotic as shit. I'm going to share a story here. When my wife and I were dating, we were in Greece, and it was close to July 4th, and we were at dinner, and I was having some drinks. Again, this is why I don't fucking drink.
Did you start a fight? Did you start a fight with an eagle?
or did you say like fireworks inside, like Speed
No.
did?
She was saying something, like we were talking about like the differences in Greece and America, and like we were just talking about like the differences in countries in America, and like she was talking bad about America and like this and that. And like, now granted, I'll be the first to tell you that America's very ass backwards on a lot of things and very fucked up in a lot of ways, and not the greatest country in the world despite what many people say. Okay, but in Greece, for whatever reason, after a few beers, these damn Greek beers, and being in another country as an American, and my wife, my future wife, she was my girlfriend then, she was like talking bad about America, and I just feeling like, I just remember I was kind of drunk, and I was just like, I said it real loud, I was like, "You're American, say it with some pride." And she was like, "Quiet, people can hear you." I was like, "Oh, are you ashamed to be American? That's where you lived your whole life. We raised you. You were born. You ate food there, and now you turn your back on America."
Jacob, you could be a very good actor.
Thank you. Actually, I did theater in high school, but I stopped doing theater because they made me memorize stuff, and I was like,
Ah,
"Bro,
boo.
boo." I'd rather
Just
go out
put
there and
paper
wing
in
it.
front of you.
Yeah, or just like sign language. I know sign. It's just sign me some signs. You know, it'd be good.
Yeah, just like green screen, like the letters on the wall.
Yeah. But this fight in Greece, y'all, we got in such a big fight because of like, I just felt like she was not proud to be American, and I was like feeling super American, and it was just like this whole clusterfuck. And we laugh about it now because it's like, remember that time I freaked out about America? and like freaked out about you disrespecting America. I was just like, it's funny now, but at the time it was like, I just couldn't stop. It was like the bald eagle within me would just not stop fucking cawing, just caw, and I was like, in my brain was like, just stop, bro. You don't need to fight with your girl in Greece. Like, y'all are here to have a good time. But then like the bald eagle in me was like, let freedom ring, baby. I don't know. Have any of y'all ever felt
Not
super
at all.
nationalistic like that?
Me? Oh, I have.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's happened.
What whiskey will not cure, there is no cure for, is a much better drinking saying, Jacob.
I've felt national pride before. Not necessarily when I was having an argument with one of my spouses, but like, oddly enough, nearly every occasion has been due to a sporting event of some sort. So, like, there's that.
Okay. You're not just fighting with your significant other because she's bashing on your national.
No, because like, I'm not that. Like, yeah, I'm proud to be English. I am. Like, I don't hate my country at all, even though I don't live there. But I'm also not delusional. I can see the faults there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate your honesty there. Right now we got 23 people watching. We got 18 likes. Let's see if we can
Smash
get 20
those
likes.
likes.
Smash those
Smash
motherfuckers. Hit them motherfuckers up and down, left and right. If you're here, if you're right tonight.
Smash it like how Son smashed the top corner.
Hit right or left. There's no wrong way to do it, baby. Just smash it.
When
yeah.
that first goal went in, the WhatsApp groups I'm in went no. I mean, because I'm in one that like Will and that's in. It's like, you know what that went like, because it was like Will cubed and like it went turbo. It was awesome.
It was so like in that moment I felt very emotional, and like, because this is something I every week was like, Sonny's gonna score. Every week I've predicted Sonny to score. If you've watched the show, I mean, I'm not a fucking bettor. I'm not a fucking pundit that used to play, or I'm not a manager that used to play. Like, I'm just a dude who enjoys fucking Tottenham at the end of the day. And
You're a man that loves Sonny.
And I love Heung-min son, Heung-min daddy, Heung-min Heung. I love him. He's my favorite player in the world, hands down. And just every week I've been like, this guy's going to goal, easy. Nottingham Forest, this is a bounce-up game. West Ham, he loves a London derby. You know, just every game, like, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And it was tough. It was tough for us Sonny believers, because you had people every week on different streams saying this, that, and the other. What saying what?
Bench him.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, bench him, rotate him, whatever verbiage you want to use. Either way, he did not start. But we saw the result of what he can do off the bench. Now, I know this is going to raise more questions than I frankly quite care to ask or think about tonight. But I can say that when that first goal happened, I couldn't text fast enough to my heart's desire, if that makes sense. I was texting Michael. I'm texting different group chats and like, he's
just
back.
like copy it.
But that's the thing, is I'm not a copy and paste kind of guy. I'm a fucking right here. I'm going to fucking tell you. You know what I mean? I feel it in my heart. I feel it in my chest.
So like typing like N&M like really fast.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you right now. I'm just not that attached to any player at Tottenham. I'll tell you for why. Like, I love the Tottenham players. I fucking love Spurs. But the last Tottenham player I was very attached to broke my heart, and I'm never going to let that happen.
Who was it?
That was Scum Campbell.
No.
Like, I was, dude, how you feel about Sonny? I felt about him. Like,
seriously? I cannot.
Dude, No, you don't understand what a player he was for us, and then what he went and did, it fucking killed me. I'm like, fuck, like, no, I support the team, not the players, man. That was, like, I love them all, I cheer them all on, do you know what I mean? I just don't get that attached to an individual player anymore. I don't.
And I think that's
like,
that's fair for you to say. I mean, honestly, I can say it without. I mean, but with that comment, I know you've supported Spurs longer than me. So I definitely, if Sonny was to say go join Arsenal like Campbell did,
it'd kill you, wouldn't it?
No, I would.
You burn down the house.
I might not stream for like a month.
Oh yeah,
it was brutal. To me, that was brutal.
No, that's legitimate heartbreak. Like that's like, I can understand
it's
that.
like being cheated on, probably for you,
bro. That's like walking in on like someone just pounding your wife, bro. No one wants that. Like no one wants that. For not even like, there's a lot of people I don't like in this world, but like, I don't want you to walk in and see someone smashing down your wife, bro. Like, no one needs to feel that pain. So I'm sorry, Jason. I'm sorry that you had to experience that, because if Sonny did that, bro, I don't know how I'd recover. I'd probably be like you, and I would just close my heart off to anyone who joins Tottenham. Just close it and keep it close to me, because I can't trust anyone. So I'm sorry that happened to you. But Sonny signed an extension when we had fucking Nuno.
Dude, I'll give Sonny his due. Like, for real, he signed that extension when, like, Harry Kane was fucking about.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, no, fuck that shit. I'm putting my name on the line. Like, he committed to the club. And, like, for that alone, he definitely deserves respect.
You know, made him proud.
Nuno made him proud. He said he's gonna make us all proud.
Yeah.
I'll make you proud. He's shaking his head no when he said it. He was, I'm not gonna.
He's like,
I'm gonna make you proud.
Well, like, you knew it wasn't gonna end well. Like, when he walked into the stadium, and you could see how fucking in awe he was of it. Like, you're our manager, man.
Yeah, it's like shocked. It's like giving like a homeless man.
Like, fake it. Like, act like you belong here. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like giving a homeless man a keys to a mansion. Like, he's not supposed to be there.
He's just like, yeah, and like everyone's like, all right, we'll show you to your room. He's like, wait, I have a room in this motherfucker?
Yeah, Kevin, like, I got stick from my cousins. I got stick from people at work. Like, it was, bro. And there's no comeback. There was nothing you could say. Like,
it's tough.
You had to take it. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like how us Sun appreciators have been. What can you say at a certain point? You just got to take it and wait and fight the good fight and know that he's going to come good. That's at the end of the day. Big up Tom Markkinen. Says big up panel in chat. I felt relieved for Son more than I expected. Under 14 minutes, he gets a hat trick. The only player in Premier League history, to my knowledge, I think I read this somewhere from my source on Twitter. Shout out at whoever the fuck. They said that no other player in Premier League history has come off the bench after halftime and scored a hat trick.
No, as 7 years ago since that was last happened.
No, I'm going to trust my source.
Was that in the Premiership, or was that 7 years in general, like in football?
Premier League, because it happened 7 years ago in the Premier League, but never for Tottenham.
Interesting. Well, my source at whoever the fuck, I guess they.
Well, they're lying.
I guess they lied, but they're a pretty reliable source for tweets.
They don't know. They don't have the catch up.
I don't give a fuck. You know what? To me, no one's ever done it. Sonny was the first to do it. Suck a dick. I don't care. He's the only one who's done
matters. Fuck it.
Yeah, Cube says 7 years. So you both must have found the truth. I refuse to buy into what y'all are saying.
Jacob, ignorance is bliss, mate. You live in that world of happy ignorance.
Yeah. I mean, half America do too. So.
America.
Hell yeah. Gents, we're finished with work here. Gotta go close down someone else's bar. Cheers. Great to see you, Jacob. Come on, you Spurs. Wikipedia, come on. Have a good night. Be safe. Thanks for popping up tonight.
Good night, brother.
I don't know how much longer we're gonna go here, but just because. Okay, Cube says I heard the Peacock commentator say it. 6 players scored hat tricks. 1 has scored 4.
I saw in like a tweet with like Squawker or something.
Squawker
Yeah.
on something.
Yeah.
Are you on Twitter, Alex?
No,
Then how'd you fucking see it on Twitter?
because I just do. Because do you know whenever they say log in,
You're like
just-
omnipresent.
no, you just like click on the X button, and then it just allows you to read.
Yeah, you can see the tweet.
Yeah.
Without even having a Twitter account?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
feel
I do have a
bamboozled.
Twitter account, but I don't.
You've
I
just been bamboozled.
rarely use it because that is a cesspool of. Listen,
Yeah, exactly.
Twitter is where the Sith breed.
It's like horrid people of society are,
It's Tatooine. It's a cesspool of scum and villainy.
or just the Midwest back in the 17th century.
When I knew Twitter was a problem, especially football Twitter, was when I saw a tweet and it had like 100,000 likes, over 100,000 likes, and it was like just a reply that some person had, and it was like, yeah, you're shit, you're American, you don't fucking know football, or like it was like, you're an American, you still call it soccer, what do you know? And it was like over 100,000 people liked it. So like to me that immediately was like over 100,000 people agree with this comment. So like when people ask like, has your channel had the kind of growth you've wanted to see? I try to manage my expectations because I feel like being an American, you're already at a disadvantage because people automatically, oh, United Spurs of America? Yeah, fuck America. Just because you're down in the scoreboard and as far as wars go. I'm sorry. It's okay you feel that way. Scoreboard's going to be what the scoreboard is, 1-0, baby. But I don't think that's any reason to judge anybody because of wars that were fought in hundreds of years ago. But I feel like it's a natural disadvantage that myself and Michael and Will and other American channels face just because of where we were born. So I want to ask both of y'all, since y'all weren't born in America, do you view Americans as like less knowledgeable? Be honest. I'm not going to think less of you if you tell me. I think more of you if you tell me the truth. Do either one of y'all think that?
There's probably more knowledgeable people if you compare it to like people from like the UK, because it's not America's like top sport, is it? It's like you're comparing, yeah,
top 10 sports, if that.
Yeah, it's not like going to be number 1 compared to like a UK or a Germany or even Italy or Spain.
Yeah.
Or any European country, maybe outside, maybe like the Western countries.
I'll tell you my opinion on it.
Here we go.
For what it's worth. In the UK, in my experience, football is very tribal.
Yeah.
Like, very tribal.
You fight.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Depending
who you are.
Most of the American, or most anyone that is from the UK that follow football, I find to be very knowledgeable. Like, in general. Because it's not the number 1 sport where you are. You're not getting sucked in. I mean, you can feel like if you go to a local like pub and like you can feel a bit of that tribalness there, like for sure.
Yeah,
but you're not like feeling that vibe at the game. So
definitely not like out in the street around stadiums.
Right.
Definitely not. Yeah.
Right.
Like
but
imagine you in the flesh watching Son. Like,
Bro,
we need to
someone needs to bring a change of underwear because
What?
I mean,
But
watching.
I
Maybe you
feel
can go
that
with Daigle or someone.
because of like I don't know how you ended up following Spurs, but I don't know, man. Like you guys go deep into it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I definitely.
if nothing
a little
else,
too
you know more than I do about some shit. You know what I mean? So at no point would I say
The one thing I claim
you're
to
less
be,
knowledgeable.
the only thing I'll ever claim that I may know more about than other people in regards to football. Exactly. You know exactly where I was going. Is about Adama and an arguments about why he'd be so great on our team, why he's a game changer, why he's prolific, why him and Sonny are friends.
Well, because he tapped his head.
They love each other. They're friends. They love each other. Rob Patterson says, I'd trust Jacob before 95% of people. I don't care if you're a Yank. I care if you love us. I love Tottenham very, very much. So much. And I think as Americans, like it's obvious, right? Like we're presented with a choice. We can choose who we support.
I didn't have a choice.
You're born into it.
Yeah.
No, my dad, you could spit on White Hart Lane from where my dad was born. Like, no choice. I was a Tottenham fan.
Yeah, that's how my son is. Since I get notifications on.
Yeah, if you get like any shirt to your child, like anything related to the football club, they're going to be immediately attached to it.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, you've made a choice to support Spurs.
Like, this is from 2 years ago. It's a photo of my son and the home kit.
There we go.
So, like, since birth, he's been rocking. I don't know why it keeps disappearing.
That phone is not cooperating.
No, it keeps fucking.
We saw it though, mate. We saw it.
There you go.
Yeah, we saw on your porn account.
I don't show my bookmarks anymore because of y'all. Yeah, y'all got me caught up with my bookmarks. I be sharing stuff, trying to share with y'all on these streams. And y'all called me out about my bookmarks. I had to prove one of them was not Pornhub. It was Plex, which is a video streaming service.
I use it. I allegedly may do some things for movies, and then they go on your Plex streamer, and then you can stream them anywhere around the house.
Oh, you use Plex as well?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, my brother uploads there. My brother uploads allegedly there as well. That's how.
You log onto his Plex.
He has a server.
Yeah, so you log onto his Plex server.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then he like puts stuff up there. He like puts home movies too. Like he digitized a bunch of my mom's old VHSs and stuff. And
oh, that's really nice.
yeah, so I have like old there's a whole bunch of stuff in there for me, family videos,
That's actually
movies, TV
a really
shows.
fucking good idea.
Yeah, that way it's anywhere forever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I love Plex. It's a good little service there. Kelvin says anyone judging a country's knowledge on a sport has too much time on their hands. Who cares where you're from? We're all Tottenham footy fans regardless. Exactly. That's kind of how I took it. Well, before Michael and I started this whole channel, he wanted to start. We were kind of talking about like, we talk about this shit so much, we may as well just fucking start a show. And I was like, I haven't followed as long as a lot of people. I don't know if I'm the one that should be talking. He was like, do you love Tottenham? I said, yes. Do you know enough about Tottenham to carry a conversation? I said, yes. He says, do you have opinions about things in conversations? I said, yes. He's like, well, then why the fuck not?
See, I don't know this for a fact, but I think you had a podcast long before you had the YouTube channel.
That's correct. We were on Spotify.
I'd listened to your podcast on Spotify for like since time.
Really?
FYI.
That's really fucking cool. Because I used to, the service I used to use to upload those, they would give you a geo map of like where people have tuned in from. And there was people in the UK that were listening. So
no, I would have been.
You're in Canada, Nova Scotia. That's right.
I definitely did tune in.
I did have some Canadian. It was like it would just show a map and then like little dots for hotspot, and it'd be like bigger dots the more people.
I mean, I'm assuming it was a very small dot where I was because I don't have many Tottenham fans here. But
You know, there was one person from in South Africa that would tune in to those podcasts as well. We still do them
regularly.
I only, regular every episode he'd listen, or she.
See, I don't use Spotify anymore though because I've got YouTube Premium, so I just download
Can bots
YouTube
view
shows
it?
and watch them that way.
Can like bots view it?
Maybe.
Oh,
But the thing is, our Spotify numbers, like, were never good. Like a good day on Spotify was if 17 people listened, which that's how many people
I
are
was
watching.
one of
right
them
now.
at some point or another.
Hey, I love you for that because
Hey,
honestly, when we
Mario.
first started out, that was like, Jason, I'm gonna have to get your address because when Michael and I make some merch, you're gonna be one of the first to get ones because you repped us since the OG days. So I appreciate that. We'll send you a shirt or something.
Oh, you're good, bro.
Man, that's cool. Yeah, I haven't gone back and listened to any of those because I'm a little afraid of what I sounded like.
Well,
Because
Yeah,
I was-
I don't like my voice either, so that's why I don't watch.
To be fair, you have a good voice for it. Well, you and Jacob. Sorry, you and Jacob. You are. Jacob.
Yeah, I'm Jacob. Me and Jay. Yeah, Michael.
You and Michael both like. It was just a good, entertaining podcast.
Yeah, and see,
See, like,
that's the thing is people
I
would tell us they're like,
hate
hey, we liked it because they would say they liked it because it seemed like we were just two dudes who know each other pretty well, and it's like we're hanging out.
Right, but you
Jacob.
also had opinions and you weren't afraid to say them.
Yeah,
Rate
Right,
the
like
picture.
of Sunsteak.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it 6.9 out of 10.
that's a good number.
That's a good number, especially if you take that
Yeah.
decimal out the way.
Yeah.
It's just because there's like a white triangle above Sonny's head, so it looks like he's like praising the white triangle instead of the steak.
It's true.
Other steak.
See, talking of voices, I hate my voice, and whenever I hear myself, I sound so dumb.
Jason, I think one
No.
time I was on a late stream and I went on and on about how you have my favorite voice out of anyone on YouTube.
I don't know
So-
why. You must have low standards there, brother.
I think it's it's like your accent is like reminds me, and this is with all respect, my friend, like a drunk Jason Statham.
Jason Groves.
Jason Groves, like it sounds badass. Like, I don't know. I love Jason Statham. I've watched so many of his movies. They're great if you just want to watch fucking shoot 'em up action.
You've
Just
seen like Lock, Stock, and Snatch and all that.
what was the first one? Long Stalking?
Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
I have
Dude,
not. I'm about to
you
Google
need-
that right now.
But
What is?
fucking Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. It was like the first movie he ever like starred in.
Lock,
Watch
Stock,
It
Two
is-
Smoke, 1998.
Yeah, it's a British gangster movie. No, it is hilariously brilliant.
I'm trying to see
Watch
where
it.
my watching options are. I might have to ask my brother to upload that to YouTube.
Yeah, get your brother to allegedly upload it to Plex.
Allegedly, I will ask him that. Yeah.
Have you seen Snatch?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, well, it's the same filmmaker that made Snatch. In fact, Snatch was the next movie they made together. Lock, Stock was the movie they made before Snatch.
Snatch was with Brad
Lock.
Pitt, correct?
Well, Brad Pitt was in it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like the vibe of Snatch, you'll love Lock, Stock.
I love the intertwining of stories like that.
Right, well, Lock, Stock's the same.
Great.
Really
The first movie I saw of Jason Statham was that one where he gets killed or something and then like revived, but his heart's
Oh,
gonna stop ticking.
Is it Voltage or Volt or Jolt or something like? Yeah, I know the movie you mean.
I can't think
Crank.
of the title.
Crank.
Crank.
Yes.
Crank. That's
That
what it
film
was.
brilliant. Where he's having sex at the race course to keep his heart beating.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the second one. I think that was
Oh,
Crank too.
Was
Yeah.
that Crank too? Either way, brilliant films.
I remember in the first one, the only sex scene was him and the chick, and she was like, "I'm not gonna let you finish because you're gonna die." And that's what I remember. I remember I was like a teenager and that shit came out, and I that ringtone, like that was my ringtone for years. I loved that movie, Crank. It was just like adrenaline, high pump, like high fast, and just it was a great time. So I'm a big Jason Statham fan. I even watched the Megalodon, that dumbass fucking film. Did you ever see that?
I did. I wasn't.
Jason Statham, the Meg. It's the big one.
I wasn't upset by that, to be honest.
No, it was in it. But that's the thing. Jason Statham could take.
It wasn't War and Peace, but like I didn't want a refund on my 2 hours. Like I was.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I wanted to know what Jason Statham did with that fucking big ass shark. Like I needed to know.
How did he kill it?
What
He made it into steak.
It's like a Liam Neeson movie. A lot of times you know what's gonna happen. You know what's the ending.
Yeah, but that's the same with most movies. Like the villains lose, hero people win. Unless it's like a Marvel film where it's like series long.
And yes, Rob Patterson, I agree. Lock, Stock is the better of the two movies. It's better than Snatch.
I literally have Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels pulled up on my Google right now because.
No, listen, watch it. I will need feedback from you when I see you next.
You got it, my friend. I'm gonna text my brother tomorrow morning just because he's in Florida, so he's 2 hours ahead of me or 3 hours ahead of me. Mm-hmm. So it's an obscene hour for him. So, but I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. Like I said, I love Jason Statham. So Jason, you should never be self-conscious about your voice, because the first time I heard you, I think it was on Will Stewart's channel, and I was like, who was that guy? And I remember it was either that stream or a later stream. I was just going, I don't know why I couldn't just like stop talking about. Someone was like, okay, we get it, you like Jason's voice. I was like, no, but like, have you heard him, man? That dude sounds fucking cool. Like, so I think if you were to start your own channel, man, I would definitely tune in, and I think you get a lot of good feedback. I like your voice, so don't listen to the haters. Haters can be in here, my friend.
Oh no, they're definitely there. But yeah. No, I'll be honest, there is zero danger of me starting a channel, but I'll always pop in on other people's when invited.
You make this channel better, and I can say that confidently when you join us. But my friends, it is approaching midnight. I'm getting sleepy.
It's 7 in the morning.
For you lot, for here in El Paso, Texas, United States of America, here in the deep down south, southwest, if you will. We're approaching here right about 12 p.m. Might be 12:01 a.m. once we reach it. But no, in all seriousness, final thoughts on the game. Anyone? Steak, I think you're changing your photo, so
yeah, I can't find it. So
I don't want to end before you get your new photo, but
don't find it.
I was very pleased with the win. I was very happy that Sonny come on, and not only did he scored a hat trick.
I mean, what more?
Right, I was actually. Before that, I was very pleased for Bentancur scoring as well, because he took a good goal.
You know,
he took that really well.
That's funny you say that, because the past few weeks I've been saying on this pod, pop up on United Spurs of America, like all of it, I've been saying he's been annoying me because he's been timid and like seems like he's playing scared. And that goal, and today,
he was bombing forward today.
He was wonderful. I was like, God, it's like when they know Basuma's breathing right behind him, they play better.
I don't remember who was afraid of this. I don't remember who it was.
Quarter Boy 85. Oh, it was Aaron Dub. Aaron Dub's afraid of Donnie Darko.
Once there was 3 of them in the midfield and they knew they had sufficient cover.
That's people here.
Like, he then felt more comfortable bombing forward.
Yeah. I thought Bentancur was very, very good today. His goal. That was his first goal for us, correct?
100%.
Bro, I mean,
Now,
and
don't get
he
me
snatched that ball up out that man's feet and then went and scored
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
When
Don't
he
get
sh-
me
when he-
wrong. There was holes in our performance,
Yeah.
but if you can't celebrate a win, why are you following?
If you can't celebrate a 6-2 win,
right, why are you following?
not just a win, like if this was a 1-0 win and we barely won,
Oh,
I'd still be
yeah.
happy because we got the 3 points. But like, I wouldn't have been like, it was okay. Like 6-2, I'm sorry. You can poke holes in whatever you want to poke holes.
Celebrating a 6-2 win, like
Bro, 8 goals were just scored in 90 minutes and you're complaining.
that's football. Like if you can't enjoy that, it's like, why are you here?
Some people just can't enjoy anything. You can give them a fucking freshly baked chocolate chip cookie and they'll tell you it tastes like dog turd. It don't make sense. People just want to be mad about shit. Me, I'm the opposite.
Yeah.
I find a
So
reason to be
orgasm.
happy. It is appropriate time.
People just want to be unhappy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. And that's just not for
Happy
me.
days.
Yeah, one day I'll look like that. One day.
Probably need a tan and then start going to the gym.
Rob Patterson says, thank you, everyone. I wanted people and we provided. I've wanted people. I don't know. Sorry, I'm drunk and I love. Hey, you know what? Before the streams ends, I got to finish off the makers.
And shit.
And shit. To you, I say salud. I say llamas. I say cheers.
Steak.
I say steak in Basuma.
Basuma.
Oh, there we go.
A little spicy meatball in the back of your throat there, buddy. Corey Boy says, I wake up and you're off to bed. Buddy, I'm so sorry. I revealed earlier that
That's why you don't sleep.
I'm not supposed to.
No,
wife-
well, no, people from like from Europe
Yeah.
have to like stay up at night to watch channels. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, you.
Hey, he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, I don't know if you sleep. I can't confirm that.
No, I run on steak.
You just, when you feel sleepy, you just eat a steak and it
Yeah.
revamps. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, why
fuck
not?
yeah. Corey, I am sorry. This was just a little late night pop up after party to the Will Stewart show. I've been drinking this evening. I don't drink. It's been over a year or some odd since I've drank. I was drinking tonight, and I just had to talk about Sonny, and I'm really glad that I did because Jason joined. He recommended Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels with Jason Statham, and I cannot be more excited to watch that. I'm actually probably just going to try and find it somewhere online tonight. Allegedly try and find it somewhere tonight. Allegedly.
Ask before you go, what's the tattoo you got on your hand?
On my
Is that the
hand?
Virgin Mary?
Yeah, it's the Virgin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then that's my wife's name in Greek, Zoe. It also stands for life. I'm gonna get my son's middle name because his name's Jacob, and I'm not gonna get Jacob tattooed on me. That's dumb. I'm gonna put my son's middle name there. Yeah, man. This is actually my favorite ones I got. These dancing mangoes. I don't know if you can see that.
I can.
Oh shit! Steak just dipped off. He just Irish goodbye.
Boom.
Boom.
Done. There you go.
Because I was going to get his final thoughts, but Corey Boy's going to fill that up for us. He says it was a really good win, and for the ages, I've been saying 3-5-2, and we finally got to see it. 3-5-2 with 3 midfielders. We have 3 really good midfielders, so I don't see why it wouldn't work. Sonny seems to thrive very heavily in the 2 striker system. So I loved it. I loved it. Everything about today I loved. It was a fun game. Tight first half. We suck every first half, and we are still tied 2-2. I got nothing to complain about. Jason, you got anything to complain about, my friend?
No, look, we won convincingly. Once we got our noses in front in the second half, there was only one team that was, I mean, okay, Lloris did pull off a couple of really good saves.
He had 3 that I remember that was like
Right,
top
to be fair, like, I don't think Leicester are as bad as everyone's making them out to be. Like, defensively, they're kind of shocking. And if they could just plug a couple of holes, I think they're going to be okay. Because like going forward, they're scoring goals. They're just leaking more than they're scoring.
Yeah, they've got talent. I mean, some of these teams, bro, Bournemouth's got some points. I still think they'll be relegated, in my personal opinion. But Leicester's in trouble. I'm surprised they didn't sack their manager. I thought for sure that might be coming out a little bit later. Corey boy, for you in the morning, because honestly, by the time I wake up, all the news of the day is already broken. So like when I wake up, I got like laundry list of reading to do because I'm like, okay, especially during a transfer window. But do you think Brendan Rodgers is gonna get sacked?
I don't think they can afford to pay him. Like he's on such a large contract. Like they're so cash strapped. I don't think they can afford to pay him off.
That's a good point. That's the reason why they ain't got any signings in either.
Oh yeah. Listen, if that was a deflection, fair enough. I didn't see the deflection myself.
I didn't see the deflection. I know it hit off the post and in. I say this about a lot of goals. Like sometimes you just can't keep quality down. Like you can try all you want, but eventually it's going to seep through the pores. Like even when we're playing very poorly, Kane somehow finds a way to score. It's just one of those things. You just can't stop greatness. Maddison is a great player. He had a great goal. Could have had another great goal. He was trying real hard to get another one. But at the end of the day, we're the stronger team. We need to be. Corey Boy says Leicester to match Derby's lowest points tally on going down. That'd be fun. I would like that just because of...
I mean, I'm not upset if they go down.
No, I would like it because of that year that they won the league, 2016? We were supposed to win
when we come third in a 2-horse race.
Yeah, you could definitely say that. Corey Boy agrees with you. Leicester can't afford to sack him. I feel for them as owners have had all their money frozen due to COVID. That sucks, man. And honestly, their owners, like that dude, I am not going to even dare to pronounce that name. But he seemed like a nice guy, and then he passed away in the helicopter thing, and then his son took over. They won the FA Cup the other year, and like it seemed like, like that's nice. Now go back to championship, and we'll be fine. That's how I feel. Maybe it's a little rude, I don't know. But boys, gals, everyone in between, it's been a great hour and a half here on the United Spurs of America. Thank you for everyone who popped up with Jacob tonight. That's me, Jacob. Jason, thank you for popping up. Thank you to everyone else who popped up, whether it be in the chat, in the panel. Try to make this a live, like a little interactive fan call-in show where we talk about everything, including football, Spurs, movies, accents, anything, whatever we're wanting to talk about. Jason, thank you so much. What time is it there for you in Nova Scotia?
It's 5 minutes to 3.
5 minutes to 3. What are you doing awake, my friend? I mean, I'm glad you are, but like, what's going on?
I had no plans to be awake this late, but then like I jumped on Will's stream, and then I was like, all right, I'm awake now, so I'll just jump on your stream.
I can't thank you enough because, like I said, when I first got into this YouTube thing and I heard you speak, I appreciated everything you said. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, Jason. I appreciate you very much. And thank you for that. Also, that movie recommendation. I'm going to find it, buddy, and I'll watch it. But again, thank you to everyone in the comments. We got some new subscribers as well that came over from Will Stewart's channel. So thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking the video. Also, thank you so much for everyone who participated in the poll. I'm going to go ahead and end that now. The winner of the poll is Sonny. I love you, Sonny. I love you. I love you. With 58% of the votes. There's 24 votes. So they got 13 votes for I love you, Sonny. I love you. 29% says you've always been our father. 8% says be my dad. 4% says haters convinced me you were dusted. That's okay. If haters convince you he was dusted, because he's not. He's Heungmin Daddy. He is the one and only. But also, this is the one and only United Spurs of America. I'm trying to sign this thing off. I'm getting distracted by Heungmin's son. But Corey Boy, sorry it's been a short-lived experience for you. Please go back and watch this thing in its entirety. hit us in the comments. I'll respond. I always do. We'll see you in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and thank you so much for popping up with Jacob tonight, everyone who did so. Big ups yourself. And Jason, come on, you Spurs, my friend.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Course.